Hey everybody, this is Asher, and it's time for Cha, our first colony in Starsector. Now, if we take a look at the inner system here, we do have some other planets that I do want to talk about and go through for what our plan is, but largely what we're going to be doing for the next swing of the game here is trying to build up our colony in this four-planet system. We have a planet that has desert with vast ruins, which could be good to manipulate. It does have some farmland, some abundant ore, some rare ores, and regular ores. Then we have a desert planet that's kind of the milquetoast planet, Vasuki, which has moderate ore deposits and not much else. That could be a good place for some production, especially because it's at a 125% hazard rating. And then we have Romance, which I didn't realize what the name of that was, but Romance, the barren planet with rich ores. Somebody had a sense of humor when they named that planet. But we are in a happy little star system. We do have some stable locations. And before we get started, there is some homework I'm going to have to do. Literally homework. Let's look at here. Now, right now, just to kind of go into what we left with, I did get my little flag. We are now the Welsh Charter. And this place is going to be producing crew, but it'll produce more stuff. Oh, excuse me, as we grow the colony here. Right now, we only have one industry available. And we can't really see. We'll be able to take a look and see what the market is for this stuff later. But we have to build some stuff out in space first. So right now our access is low. That'll change once we finish the spaceport, which won't take too long. We shouldn't be attracting pirates yet, but there are some things that I do definitely want to build here. Like we are gonna have an orbital station, but I do need to put a patrol HQ out here as well, and that requires a functional spaceport, and it takes a good chunk of money. So even though I have 1.7 million credits, that could change, even though I am holding on to some more nanoforges that I can't store. But one other thing that I wanted to look at here, not is the abandon button, not the stabilize button. We do have some bonus stats here if we look at ourselves here. Fleet logistics gives better accessibility in larger fleets, which is good. Fleet logistics, that's literally a 30% bonus. But the other thing we can do here is actually put growth incentives on, which will modify the size of how the colony is going to grow. So even though we have a food shortage, if we give 100,000 credits worth of growth incentives, you see an approximate cost of 1% additional population growth is 1,000 credits. We can invest this money, and look, our growth is suddenly 8%. Suddenly we are going the right direction. Now it's going to take some time before we build up into our next population, but we're going to keep coming back here to try and build ourselves. But I didn't have an opportunity to go into the growth incentives last time. But we have our fleet here, and we have a few places we want to go. First place I want to go to is actually back to the Tile star system, and then I want to check out some of these other planets over here. Maybe we can get a commission, but I need to be doing some homework that keeps me close to here so that I can keep building. We're also going to need to start keeping tabs on some more of this command stuff that maybe we didn't have before. Like, we will eventually start getting money from colonies. We do need to start paying attention to blueprints. Right now, we have some blueprints. We have the Mora and the Dominator, which are fine for starting out. They're low tech. They're not my favorite, but at least we can build something. We actually have some really good weapon blueprints, which is very exciting. So our ships will be able to fight even if they are in low tech ships. The other thing here in terms of our fleets and everything is that we can also reassign, like if we regenerate here, a typical heavy patrol. Right now it's not going to be a lot. You can totally set this to do different things that we want to. Like if we want to have some carriers, we don't really have much in the way of phase ships available. We want to try and go for the highest ship quality that we can, but I also want more ships, so maybe we'll do it like that. And the ship size, we can kind of bias this up. Aggression here, I'm gonna keep it at 3 for now, and we can play with this later as we get some more unlocks. Like right now, this is not a very good picket. It's not terrible, but we'll need to play with that a little bit. The other thing is right now we have our colonies in system, and then excuse me. I'm not exactly sure why that's listed as a colony. Maybe it's because it's because they're paying us right now. They're not going to be paying us for much longer, though. Alright, so Intel will also have to start looking at pirate raids that are coming for us, but we'll get there later. Oh, Asher's getting raided. Who knew? Alright, let's fly. We are going to fly by one of these stable locations on the way out, just to see the cost, because I feel really dumb for selling off some of my heavy machinery when I'm going to need it to actually build up my fleet. But I do want to use this money to go ahead and upgrade a ship as well. Let's make sure we're actually flying towards a stable location. We have 3. You need 1, you want 2. 3 is just gravy. But like if we want to make a comm relay, that'll improve stability. We need 100 metals, we need 20 machinery, and we need some transplutonics, which we'll probably have to buy. It's the same cost for pretty much everything. So I do want to get a comm relay and a sensor array. Nav buoy, not as important right now. It's good for our own fleet burn if we're playing defensive, but it's definitely 3rd on the priority list. Alright, so all that talking out of the way, less talking, more flying, please. Back into hyperspace, hey look, we dropped 1,000 people off on a planet, and now they are fending for themselves. Somehow I am administering the colony while flying around. I don't exactly know how that works, but I'm not going to complain because it does work. And we have another ship here, just a salvage fleet. We have our transponder off. We'll have to change it. Fortunately, we're pretty close to tile. Hopefully, this faction here that we want to be commissioned with doesn't get too pissed at us for this, but let's see. Okay, Desert World. Yeah, this is where we want to start. So I do want to take a look at some bounties as well, because we may be able to do some work there. But see, we're getting okay. Turn on transponder to jump, yes please, because otherwise they will get really aggressive with us. All right, so what do we have any local bounties that don't take us all the way across the stars? Not really. I mean, we have this one that has a heron, 2 herons. That's a little dangerous because, once again, as I said last time, herons are very dangerous in the hands of the AI. So we have some other exploration we can do here. Ultra rich deposits, rich ore deposits. We got survey ships up here. So maybe we could pop back up to last seen in the Gamma Wendigo. Yeah, we could possibly pop back up there. That's not too far from our home star system. I do want to look over here, though, because New Biscay is a yellow planet that's not terribly far away. There's actually some yellow planets over here that I didn't explore. Maybe we'll do that today. Maybe we'll save and see, because those are going to be there. Maybe we try to say, if we're going to do a second set of colonies here, which is possible in the save, it's just more income at this point. I could do it that way and just look for some systems on this side. Once again, as nice as Elsbeth is, wherever it is, there are some problems with where it's located versus right here. Like having to jump back and forth to defend those areas is going to be a problem. But I do also want to try and see if I can get to some black holes and some neutron stars to try and find some research stations for blueprints. Granted, apparently the ruins will possibly give us blueprints as well, but there's no guarantee of what kind or quality that they will give us here. So we have a lot of money. Y'all actually don't sell heavy machinery? Oh, the military doesn't. But we can buy from them, so that's nice. Do they give us a discount? Not really. Alright, well, we have supplies. I could drop off food. That's actually a pretty good idea. Can even buy black market food for what it's worth, but we're gonna try to stay on the up and up with you guys. So if I buy 300 here, that's pretty solid. We have 2 nanoforges. I definitely need 1. Let's see here. 300 food's good. We'll deliver that back to our colony in just a minute. You guys don't happen to sell transplutonics, do you? Okay, so we'll buy some heavy machinery as well, and we'll see what we can find. because this is just a few little basic supplies. It's not really what I'm interested in, and we're gonna eat through those supplies. The thing that I really want to see is what's available here for sale. Now, like a Falcon cruiser's nice, but if I'm gonna be buying a Falcon, I don't want to buy it with 1D mod. And but I did say I did want another frontliner here. These don't count as frontliners. This is what I want. But we need to be cooperative with them, and I'm not sure if we are yet. And sometimes these beauties will appear on the black market as well. But Conquest is one of my favorite battle cruisers, and I think we're about at the point where we can start looking at these. And let's see, how far away are we from cooperative? With it's under factions. The Persian League we are currently welcoming. Well, if we accept a commission, we might be able to get a little bit higher up there, but we're as good with the Persian League as pretty much everybody else. So that's not super exciting. But we'll see if we can pop and get some other stuff off the black market here. And it's possible these guys have something. Was there another I don't think there's another planet in the system. It's just these two. Alright, so that's a slightly disappointing, but our colony does need some food to get started, so I'll be happy to play some delivery there. We do have some potential pirate activity. That's a raiding fleet. Are you really going to maintain contact with my fleet? Yep. I thought you'd run. So, like, we have analyzed the derelict ship. But that's not really... Like, that could lead to a mothership, and that's fine, but it kind of sends us in the wrong direction. What I should have done is check the spaceport to see if they had anything worth our time there. But as far as I know... Okay, we have pursuing pirate raiders, that's fine. We look at the dockside bar here. Concerned man says he wants 800 units to do stuff. We don't have the space for that. Okay. These guys do have transplutonic, so that is excellent. They actually have a lot of stuff here. And you can check the colony info for all these places as well. Like, I think the other planet actually has a pristine nanoforge on their orbital station, but every colony has stuff like this. Obviously, this planet's not great, but it does exist. So we need... what, this many? And we need... We're gonna go a little overcapped in our cargo for the time being, unless we can buy a ship that will give us some more space here. Like, I could buy a Gemini freighter. How much room do you give me? 250 extra cargo is not terrible for that price. The Buffalo gives 300 and is a little cheaper, and we're not going to be using them in combat. They do make us stick out like a sore thumb in terms of sensor. So I think maybe it is time to get another freighter. Let's see, it's on the black market. Just, herons are everywhere. I don't know if I, like, sold a heron blueprint at some point. I don't think I would have. But I was kind of hoping to have some other stuff here. Let's, screw it. Let's buy a Buffalo. It's 30,000. How fast do they go? I gotta make sure. We don't want to be going much under 8 burn. Like, these go 9 burn, which is fine. Max crew 120. Like, these are a little bit more combat capable, but I'm not throwing them into combat, so... Let's buy you. And you know what? Why buy one when you can buy two for twice the price, right? Okay, so if we go back to our refit here, one thing that somebody pointed out to me before, and this goes to show kind of how far ahead I've recorded, is that this is true. Advanced optics, it only works with beam weapons, so technically it's only working with our point defense weapons. And like here, the Locust SRM, not my favorite. These do automatically target, I could switch it out for a hurricane. Hurricane is one of my favorites. So maybe I do that now. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Let's put the hurricane up here. Can we expand some missile racks, perhaps, for the hurricane? That wouldn't be terrible. Oh, it takes 20. Gross! But still may be good. There's some other solid options, though. We're only 5 off. Let's do expanded missile racks for now. And we'll see that the hurricane is just a little bit different, but it does have a spread fire of ammo here, but it pretty much splits off into a bunch of stuff and then fires at somebody. I like it. It's a great way to bust open a fight, especially since this is going to be more trying to pin people back. So plasma cannon, hurricane, 2 of my favorite weapons, and it's all on one of my favorite ships. Repair our ships only takes 10 supplies. I was actually going to refit these buffaloes down here. All we're doing is just auto fit and not buying stuff at all. I'll just go for the standard. Like I said, you guys are literally just mules. But there we go. Okay, so there's our interceptor. Are there any other possibly good systems that may have some shit that we want? Like, I could try to go to any of these places just to look for ships. But I think it's probably good if I go ahead and go back, deliver my food, build some infrastructure. Did I? Please tell me I bought metal. Okay, I bought 2 metal, so I bought enough to build a few things. You know what I didn't buy, though? Because we are going to be checking out some yellow planets. And you know I'm throwing around the money when I have this kind of stuff. I did not buy more heavy machinery, which now we have the space for. So that's good. And we have another ship coming through here. That's fine. So this is how it's going to be for a little bit. We kind of pass some time while stuff builds on the colony. Maybe we could do some system bounties and just fight based on what's going in the system, which I think actually... Ooh. Huh. I am not used to seeing the map do that. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, we, Huh. I have never done that before. I forgot that there's a fuel range button. Nice. Okay, well, I apparently turned off a bunch of options here. Cool. Okay. Anyway, let's see if we can eyeball navigate back to our home star. We're going to have to get used to some of these paths soon. And I do need to apparently do some more stuff for the Persians just to be able to get a conquest. Which I guess makes sense, but our monthly expenses are down. Let's take a look at that real quick. Colony. Our colony is already making 3,000. It's actually making 5.5, even though there's like nothing else going on. So our deficit is less of a deficit right now. And it'll get even better as the colony continues to grow. So is this our place? I'm actually a little low on fuel. I probably should have bought some fuel. Alright, well. We'll go to Cha. I guess this is as good of an excuse as any to go search another planet. Because right now, there's romance. Don't know what that means next to it, but I guess these symbols just mean stuff. Okay, those are just exploration, visited, surveyed. Okay, I don't know what happened or what I hit, but this is definitely different than what I'm used to seeing. Anyway, we're gonna build some stabilization things real quick because we're here. And because I stupidly didn't buy fuel, we'll get to stop in another place here pretty soon. So we're going to make a comm relay which we did by pretty much just enough to do this. And that comm relay is going to add 1 stability. That 1 stability doesn't sound like a lot, and maybe it isn't, but it's important. And then we're going to go into solar flare, because that's fun. We don't really need our supplies anyway, technically. Pop over here. Right in the middle of... this is a stable location, but it's not a happy location. Make a sensor array. Well... I think I want the... maybe I don't want the sensor array. For some reason, I was doing double duty on what the comm relay does. Sensor array is still good, but we're going to do the nav buoy first, just so we can fly in-system just a little bit faster. Alright, so I apparently was wrong. You really only need 1, and that's for all of your marketplace stuff, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. And then we'll go on some adventures to see what other planets we missed by going ahead and settling down on a colony here. Alright, so if we go to the dockside bar, because it looks like our spaceport's done. Yeah, our spaceport is done. And we are building up here. We don't have much room for anything else, but we have total growth here. We do have some supplies. We are short on drugs, maybe. But right now, we can refill our growth incentives just a little bit. We're going to do that every time we can get over here. 49 days until the farm goes, but our stability is at 10, which is great. We don't have a lot of fleets yet. We do have a lot of access, which will improve. Our defenses kind of stink. But let's go ahead and drop off some food here. As far as I know, the colony will use this. So that's really nice. So sometimes you can... oh, and we can click to get the global market value finally. Like, you can see that there's different factions that do other things really well. We're going to be cutting into the food market just by having a farm, because farms will provide supplies and stuff. But, like, there's a fuel market. There's technically a soldier market. There's the food market. So we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, some people are not going to be very happy with us because we end up going into their economy, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So I have some fuel. You know what, while we're here, now I'm not exactly sure where my... I guess I was hitting tab for the map and then going to sector. And that's my problem here. We'll keep the fuel range on. Alright. And since I guess we're going back over here, I'm not going to protect Asher, but I am going to go... If we have to get some fuel anyway, we might as well go over here just to see... Well, this one has our military installation. Maybe we go over here and see, A, if there's any pirates we can smack, and B, if there's any ships that we can buy on the black market. Maybe even from the pirates, which would be hilarious. Yeah, so that's a lot of time of just me going back and forth and shooting the shit. That's Starsector sometimes. Sometimes you get in like a big chain of fights and wonder, where did my supplies go? And sometimes you're just setting up and doing basic colony things. But that's part of the joy of this game, is just the ebb and flow. You are sort of living in the world out here in space. And sometimes that world is very exciting, and sometimes that world is a little duller. I'd love to do that, but I'm not gonna. We have Ludic Church over here. We have Persian military, and somebody else pursuing it. Or running from him. Okay, we have Gas Giant. That's a little better. That's not as good. We'll do the Rocky World, and you know what? We're going to go look at this yellow star. So we're going to kind of do a triangle. Down here, over here, up here, get some rep. Sounds good. We do need to buy some more heavy machinery, though. And how are we doing on crew while we're here? We're 300 over cap on crew, so that's great. So we need some fuel, and we need some other stuff. Alright. So let's get in there. Let's get rocketed to the side just a little bit, because that was a surprise storm. Alright, so pirates asking us to do some stuff as well. I'll help the pirates if it's helpful to me. Right now it's not helpful to me. Okay, so here's our habitat. Here's Corb. We love Corb. Yeah, this map is freaking me out. I didn't add like any updates or anything, but suddenly everything is so different. I don't know why this is messing with me all of a sudden. Okay, where's that bounty? You're gonna see me doing this. You're gonna see me doing this a lot. Okay, that's a little far off. We can fly over here. We got a star system. We got a habitat as well. Okay, we just ran into an asteroid. That sucks. Dockside bar doesn't have anything. Repairing your ships doesn't have too much of a problem here. But once again, this is a military installation, so they do have some good stuff here. We do need to have a better reputation with them, though. But we still need some fuel. Let's look and see if we can buy any ships here. Nothing really too exciting here. The military is exciting. The black market is not very exciting. So I guess we're still in slightly an early phase of this game where some of those ships will eventually matriculate to the black market, but we're not really there yet. So I'm gonna I hate sounding like that. I'm gonna buy all your fuel. I'm being a little money inefficient right now, which is a little funny to me because I was such a stickler on money before, but this should be okay. The goal is going exploring and having a good time. Yeah, let's just go out here. I'm not going to fight off the pirates right now. We are apparently going to run into another asteroid belt, which is very exciting. Do we have another probe that's in the right direction? That's kind of in the right direction. Yeah, let's accept that too. Because we can go just kind of out here, and back up. If we look at our map now, we should have the fuel range for that. So this is Calco. Yeah. You want to have it within the little yellow circle because that means that you can go back and forth. So we're going to kind of go through here. We should be able to pick up a little bit of fuel based on salvage in this mission too. So it's cool. And this time we can just let our colony grow a little bit. So let's go down here. And this is where, because as I start building up my fleet more and as I start getting bigger ships, that's where I'm going to need to get things like the Ox Tug and other stuff. Just once again, I'm going to check and see if these are on the way. Unfortunately, not this time. And these things, the research... Well, wait, the research station... Did it already disappear is my question. I did say I wanted to find some research stations. So we are going to accept this. And that research station should lead us to some fuel. Surveying a barren world, maybe not. Yeah, definitely not that way. But yeah, sometimes you can still afford to do a little bit of exploration. I am going to need to babysit my colony some, but I don't have to babysit it all the way. Because research stations are valuable enough. I need blueprints. If there's one thing I feel like I've been a little short on this playthrough so far, it's actually getting good quality blueprints. So we are going to take the boost through here. And we can turn off our transponder. Alright, So it does take a little bit of fuel to go into this system. And we landed right next to a sun, or a star, so that's good. And we had, oh my god, 2 barren worlds. That's pretty much a waste of fuel. Do we have anything that might be worth scouting out over here? Maybe something over here. Let's see if I can at least recoup some of my cost. Because we got a little bit of repairs to do. Okay, we've got a... Whoa! Legion class battle carrier. Hold on. If we can salvage this, we're going to be changing our plans a little bit. Alright, a Legion class 14 battle carrier drifting through space. Let's explore. And it has a weapons cache. Can we salvage it is the question. Oh shit, I was going to say we don't want to salvage it, so that sucks a little bit. We did get some supplies and some fuel. I was really hoping to be like, oh, by the way, yeah, let's get a big ass ship. But now that makes me want to check and see. The weapons cache is, by the way, down here. There is one system that spawns per game that has like a bunch of salvageable derelict ships. And I don't know if this is the system for it. We're gonna do a quick turn. Look, we're making money now, just from our colony. I'm gonna do a quick pass through here, just to see if I'm not missing anything. Because if this is our system that has some Legionnaire ships, that's a fantastic way to build up our fleets, like really fast. But it looks like this is not the one. Alright. Usually there's like a specific named nebula, but I've intentionally not looked it up again. Because I used to, that's knowledge that I used to have about the game, but I kind of want to be surprised again. So if you're sitting here watching saying, oh my god, it's this nebula, and it's over in this part of the star generation, and you've already passed it like 5 times, you're probably right. I mean, I'm sure you're right. This game's been out for a while, and there's a lot of known knowledge. But it's exciting that we at least had a shot. That's all you can hope for sometime. And we got to refuel just a little bit, so it makes up for the drop here. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, where are we going next? We're gonna go to where the mission is, which means we've got this rocky planet, this one, and this one. All right, let's start here. For the Persians, a metallic world. We'll see what that's all about. But yeah, one of the ways I have been able to like, oh, there's a medium warning beacon too. So this could get exciting. Medium warning beacons usually mean, hey, look, we're going to get attacked by precursors or remnant forces, AI battle fleets, all that good stuff. We have a shit ton of planets here. There's the one that we want all the way over here. So if I flash a beacon, I'm going to pretty much say, hey, by the way, guys, good eatings over here. So we got a fleet up there. Honestly, right now, the only systems that I would be really scared of is a red warning beacon. Our fleet right now, as it stands, should be strong enough to take on medium threats, even from AI-controlled ships. We got some salvage, or we got some actual hostiles over here. So these are dormant. There's an orbital habitat. And these are dormant. Now, if these guys combine and sort of rush me together, we could be in a little bit of trouble. But I think popping into the orbital habitat's worth it. And we found a location for yet another research station, which is very exciting. Salvage, because that'll be some fuel, some supplies, and some luxury goods, and some... Jesus. Okay, and we got a missile blueprint package, which we already know. So we can sell those to pirates just for fun. We're not selling those to pirates. Okay, anyway, we don't need all this metal. It's funny how I said before, I need all the metal, but now we don't need all the metal. We'll hold on to the food. But I'm not opposed to dropping it later. We're not going to take a significant risk of doing this. But yeah, we could take on these fleets, but I'm not going to poke the bear. Might poke it later, but not going to poke it right now. Gotta catch them all. Okay, so far, these fleets are just kind of back in the back. hanging back. But see, sometimes if you go on a good set of missions, you can just kind of graze your way through the star system here. But there's a rocky metallic world. This is what they want us to survey. So it's going to take some supplies, some heavy machinery. So far, this place is 225, which would not be a place I want to colonize. Poor light, no atmosphere, extreme cold. Sounds like fun. It does have abundant ore. It's a class 1 planet, so congratulations. We are definitely not establishing a colony, but we got some more reputation. So let's see if there's anything by this metallic rocky world. Doesn't seem to be. But there is something by the gate over there. I have a feeling it's hostiles. But they might be dormant, so... Like I said, I don't know if I want to poke them on the way out or not. Maybe I do. Well, it's a debris field. Sometimes there's some salvageable goods in the debris field, but it doesn't look like today there's any ships or anything. So we're just going to take all this. I know I said we're not going to take the metal, but... Oh. Did I, like, not grab that? I think I grabbed it. Alright, well. Back out in the hyperspace. What's next on the menu? Because if we look back up at our command here for our colony, Cha here, they're still building the farm. It takes a little bit of time to build the farm, and then they've still got to grow. But so far, it's so far nobody's attacking it. So next up, I'm pretty sure for our missions, we got a research station for the Ludic Church, and then over here. So we're doing great. Research station orbiting a gas giant in the Beta Gerd star system. Beta Gerdy! And there's a neutron. Oh, it's a neutron star system. Alright, so we've played the Danger Jump game before with neutron star systems. Oh, look, Al-Nar has pirates that are saying, please help us. I could help them to expedite their rapid, unplanned disassembly, but we're not gonna. I'm gonna take these boosts. I know it eats into my supplies a bit, but I'm a little more concerned about my fuel gain. So there's Acheron, which also has a shit ton of planets. Sometimes red star systems are good, but red giants maybe not. Because I'm trying to look for places that have a good capacity for habitable worlds. This one has a lot of planets. I saw somewhere where maybe there's a bug where you can colonize neutral stars, but I don't know if that's still a thing in the game. Let's see if we're going to get blasted by rays here. Oh, again! Every friggin' time. This is why when I'm playing on my own I autosave. Because, yeah, it's like, okay, we're just going to get blasted by everything. But fortunately we ended up right near the research station. Usually these research stations end up really freaking close to the star. So we're just going to sensor burst and wait this out. It looks like we do have another station near the star. No, we are not going to fly into that. But if we kind of take this on an orbit here, sensor package is fine, so 60,000, let's explore. We have a lot of salvage like skills, so hopefully we get some blueprints here. That's good. We got Tempest class frigate, which we kind of need a Xiphos wing blueprint. Those are excellent. Midline blueprint package. We got Heron, Falcon, Starliner, Drover. That's really, really good. Okay. First off, we're just going to say take all. And then we're going to dump our metals. But this is exactly why we run the research missions here, so that we can just end up having all these blueprints. I'm so excited I'm pressing the wrong hotkey. So we want to learn this. So once we start building up our orbital works, we can start building our own Falcons, our own Herons, which are going to be really good ships for defending our own system as well. Tempest class frigate is good. Xiphos wing blueprint. Xiphos is one of the stronger fighters out there. We already know this one, so we can sell it. Surveying equipment, I feel like I already know this. That's automatically on the Apogee and is automatically on a few other things. Shield conversion front, feel like I already know that as well. But we got a Gladius, a Kosef, mining pod, and oh my god, a Spark. Now, Spark, you see here the design type is Remnant. These are things that normally you don't get until later in the game. These are interceptor drones, as it says. And I don't know if I can get all the way down here, but we do own one fighter LPC of this type already. So why haven't I been... Oh, that's the one that I own. But an autonomous AI fighter, the Spark is tough and agile interceptor with no need to protect a human pilot. The chassis instead cradles a miniaturized shield generator. So it has a burst point defense laser, and it's good stuff. All right. So we got another ping over here. So we're going to play the game called Hug the Neutron Star. How do we play Hug the Neutron Star? Well, let me tell you. We go... Oh, I should have actually salvaged that one more time. But it's okay. We hug the neutron star by getting as close as possible. And you see it's shooting out pings in two different directions. And we're just going to have to wait this out for a minute. We do have a fringe jump point over here that we're going to need to go to. But what we want to go through right now is up here. I am not flying through this shit. We can just wait. We're not using any fuel. We're just eating some supplies right now. But we needed some repairs anyway, so... Hey, how's everybody doing? We got some time here. Beta Gertie is paying out for us so far. We have... It's possible that I can get this and then run the hell back over. We'll see how fast this is kind of rotating. Because if we get knocked into this, we will get flung out into the far side of the star system. But we do have farming done, which is excellent as well. Everything is excellent today. It's like Bill and Ted is having an excellent adventure out here in space. Yeah, I might be able to make that even without an emergency burn. Worst case is I just fast fly the other direction. Alright. So let's do one more ping just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not. That is a Heron class fast carrier, so not the research station I was hoping for. But maybe it'll have some good intel on it. Does it have intel? We don't want to touch. No touchy the neutron star ejection, please. Okay, here we go. This should be relatively safe. All right. Okay, good condition. We can consider ship recovery. I have 3 herons already. Let's consider ship recovery. It has 1 demod. I'm not going to recover that. Let's just salvage. Could actually have some fighters on it too, perhaps. Thunder. Thunders are nice. Do I have any thunders? No, I don't. So, I'd rather have the thunder probably than a 4th heron, to be honest. Alright. And we're getting the fuck out of here, hopefully. Now, I didn't check to see if we had some stuff on the other fringe jump point, but we're not gonna mess with it. We're not gonna tempt fate. It's a neutron star. We don't want to play with that today. So what's our next mission here? We got this area over here. It's gonna take 408 fuel, and that will give us enough fuel to get back here. That's what the inner circle means. The inner bright circle means we can fly that far. It means we could possibly even visit a black hole and still make it back okay too. I still need to upgrade my colony a little bit, but it's gonna need to grow first. So it does have some storage stockpile. It does have good stability. It does have good income. So it's nice that we're making money now. So we've had 1 yellow star system that's a bust. I still want to see what Nabisco has. So Nabisco is kind of what I would call it. We actually have Novi Tavi as well. Novi Tave as well. We're just kind of exploring the entire western part of the star system that we didn't mess with previously. Alright, so I'm at pretty good supplies. That's the other thing that I got to consider before I take on something like a Heron. It's another ship that I already have, and while it's good, that's going to be an additional supply per day when we're being an idiot and flying through crap like this. How did I make that without getting blasted? There we go. That's what I was expecting. Alright. And then one more, please. There is a safer way to do this. We're not doing it, though. Like, we could fly around some of these nebulas. We will be able to do that probably on the way home. But yeah, one reason I do want to get a second colony up and running eventually... Oh, we actually have another yellow star system. Do I dare stop into here? Maybe. My fuel's okay. Let's see if we can see. This one doesn't look like it has planets, so we're going to skip that. There's another yellow star system, Delar's star. I'm going to skip that too. So there's another neutron star over here. We have a blue supergiant. Maybe we go for all the research attempts at resources. We'll see how the fuel's doing here, because right now we are on a Dominion era probe. It may send us to do some homework anyway. But yeah, this feels like a productive episode, even if right now it's just kind of like I could be sitting, twiddling my thumbs, watching my colony grow bit by bit. Or I can just administer it and from far away and be like, I'm flying over here, hope pirates don't come to get you. Which I should probably check and see if we have any pirate activity. Not right now. Eventually it will say, we'll get a big flash that says, pirate raid incoming on your home planet. So what are we here for again? I should probably know. Dominion era probe, it's orbiting a volcanic world in the Calico star system. If it's Calico, why is it a blue supergiant? I guess we'll stop the jokes here. Okay, so we have a lot of different possibilities for where our stuff is, so we're going to drop in here. Alright, Calico time. And we have something over here. Do we have a volcanic world? Okay, so it is the one. I was wondering if the one by the jump point was over there. And we have 2 volcanic worlds. So maybe if we do counterclockwise circle, end up back over here. We have 3 volcanic worlds. What am I talking about? There's a lot of planets around a blue supergiant. That's fine. This is a Dominion era probe, but not the one we're looking for. Explore. Found some ultra-rich ore, which I guess is nice, but we have some of that now. Alright, let's go this way. And I'll activate a sensor burst over here just to see. Okay, we got something else over here. It's kind of to the southwest. So there is a sensor contact in that debris field. And in there we have, it looks like a dead ship. Oh, survey ship, even better. If there's automated defenses, we will fight them. Alright. Haven't had a good fight this episode. Look, we're not sending our buffaloes in, so it's fine, right? Let's deploy everybody. Deploy all the things. You will gladly donate your supplies to the cause here. So we're gonna kind of do our strategy from before. Heron's on me. We got some light ships on me. We got some other carriers on the Falcon. I was really expecting to have more than just one Falcon and a Hammerhead by now, but that's the name of the game. Now, this missile launcher, thank you comment section for reminding me that the swarm missile launcher that I had before didn't need to be aimed. This one does need to be aimed, but we're gonna open with it, because that's some solid range. And we got some sensor contacts over here already. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Okay, those are... Oh my god, we got ramming speed again here. So see, look at that. You're gone. Okay, and we're just going to do the same thing. Missiles on you, perhaps. When they reload, there we go. So there's my big torpedo. Yeah, we're just overpowering. I gotta watch my flux, though. Don't need to get cocky here. Okay, actually getting blocked off by other stuff, but this is the absolute madness and power of okay, we are overloaded. Okay, we're gonna take some damage here, which sucks. But that's my own fault for, like I said, I did not want to get cocky, and I engaged just a little too hard. So shields up. Just blow some of you guys out of the sky. I need to vent here in a second. Let's see if I can peek some missiles over here, because missiles don't take too much flux. So see, some of those missiles just automatically hit that hull which sucks a little bit. I got a vent. This is where maybe I should put some more vents on the Apogee. But yeah, some slightly bigger problems here, but I think the expanded missile racks is fine. So we got some stuff up here. Got some missiles up here. Yeah, I think this is just mop-up duty at this point. I didn't even take that much damage. For as terrible as I did, I didn't get punished for it. So that's great. Hopefully I'll get plenty of supplies. Unfortunately for the automated defenses as well as some of the remnant ships in the vanilla game, you can't salvage these. So, or you can salvage them, but you can't be like, hey, let's get one of these back to our fleet. But yeah, we have a bunch of automated fighters just flying everywhere, so that's pretty good. Alright, so that's disabled. Have I won yet? We've just got one dude up here. So I did a poor job fighting, but fortunately the rest of my fleet, I did my job of taking the hits for the rest of my fleet. And this is what happens sometimes in this game, is that we can't just skip to the end. You have one fast flying ship that decides it wants to just fly off into the sunset. And maybe that's where, if I got a phase fighter or something, I could have it like pull up behind it and disengage its engines and stuff. But sometimes this is how combat works in this game. You just have to have your entire fleet chase off one ship that is flying all the way into the corner of the map. And you can't stop the combat. You just have to, your entire goal is to clear the map. And just keep in mind, that dude is running away from one ship. So this is time in Starsector that we're not going to get back. But it's still cool. I'll keep the video rolling here for just a little bit longer. Missile racks are out of ordnance, that's fine. It looks like he's trying to run down the bottom side of the map, so let's see if we can cut him off. The engagement area is limited, so we've got to see it. Eventually we're going to catch up. Like, it's just one tiny ship. It's like, I will never surrender. It's just you and me, and that wolf is actually halfway dead. And we went too far. Now we have to chase it down the other corner of the map. It's like chess. And this is maybe an argument for I should put some better weapons on my ships and let them run a little bit faster. Okay. We're not going to use any of these. Yeah, he's just flying to the other corner. But you can't run from our entire fleet. Do I, like, fire a hurricane on him? I guess I do. And they missed! There we go. I only needed 3 shots to get it the first try. So, there's a win. We get some experience for this. We actually kind of need the experience. Get some AI cores, which is pretty sweet. And are any of these weapons really worth my time here? Cyclone Launcher is alright. Hellborn Cannon's probably good enough. Hespedus Assault Gun is good enough. But I think otherwise we can just leave all that stuff. So I got 1 character point to spend. Oh, we got another mothership location. So salvage you. And this is not even what our mission is here for. I will take the Transplatonics and I will take the other AI core because we can sell that to Tritachyon for a pretty penny. We are going to be a little overcapped on stuff for just a minute, but that's fine. We're going to have to repair. Let's see. First off, we still need to do the volcanic planet stuff here, but I want to see where the mothership is. Mothership's over here. So that mothership's going to stay there. We're going to see how we feel around this black hole time to see if we want to do the mothership. Let's see. I do want to finish this survey because that worked out really well. Sometimes you get bonus from salvage that you didn't get the first time. Not really worth it here. Alright, so That's fine. Refuel. Thank you for your kind donation. And I have a level up as well. So I've had some things to think about as well. But I think since I have a lot of colonies that I'm doing right now, and as much as I'd love to take damage control first, it's more appropriate for me to take the industrial planning just to make my colony stronger. We want the 10% income. That'd be really nice. So this was not the volcanic planet we were looking for, or is it? That is. Okay, I thought it might be. Okay, probe time. Sensor package for 80,000. We can explore it. It's like bop it. You just run the package and keep going. Since this system's been pretty good to us, let's just check over here real quick. What's going on up here? Looks like we got another thing by the portal, and that's another probe. And it doesn't have much information for us, so that's cute. But it's more fuel. And it's always experience, so that's good. But I do want to see kind of what's around these other planets real quick. I have a feeling it's something. Maybe not the most valuable thing in the world, but something. But hey, we've actually run through a whole bunch of missions without screwing it up for once. So we got 2 more locations here. It's going to make it run a little long. I hope if you're sticking around for this long, I appreciate it. But if you're sticking around for this long, hopefully you don't mind that I'm taking a little bit more time here. There's another probe. So we're going to try to finish out this area here. We have actually some pretty good automated defenses. So let's go ahead and do all these guys. And same as last time. If there's a way I could just automate having this, it would probably make my life a little bit easier. But for now, I'm probably just going to have to chase down one tiny-ass ship again. So let's see where this goes. We're going to have somebody screeching in like a bat out of hell in just a second. There's one tiny ship that's like, oh god, we're just automated defenses. We didn't ask for this. And I'm going to try my best to not get overloaded this time, because here comes everybody. Alright, probably didn't need to do that. We can go ahead and fire on you. Yes, please. Like, you just want to go mano a mano? Easy. This looks like a good shot. You gotta actually support... Oh, meal levels being booped. I don't even understand what you're trying to say there. Like, you are not a brawler. And you should not be brawling right now. That's a carrier that is getting himself killed. So I think that's probably more on the pilot being a little aggressive here. Gotta watch my flux. Yeah, you're kind of dying. Okay, good. Stop dying. What about over here? Alright. Hopefully we don't have any additional situations of tiny ships trying to run away really hard. But I think we're about to. Like, we have carriers that are up here. And we've got you that's trying to disengage. So let's see if we can get this guy over here real quick, maybe. Yeah, you're gone. So just literally the last one. Unless there's some dude over here. Looks like we have 2 sensor contacts. For some reason. Maybe one of those is something different. But yeah, these fights don't end unless we actually catch the guys. So once again, running to the corner. If there's a better way to deal with this, by all means, I am all ears. Tell me, please. Because it's just these tiny little ships that they're easy pickings, but they certainly take up time. And maybe it's not having my tiny ships chase after them. Because once again, we gotta push them into the wall. Alright, officially over the hour mark for this recording, but it's okay. It just feels natural for me to go through and finish up this planet, even if there is another set of automated defenses. And once again, you're just running down the side like a jerk. But we're gonna give you a big space hug. Like if you're automated defenses, why don't you just... Can we actually use a command to, like, retreat, direct engagement, rescind orders, show video feed, transfer command? I guess we do have search and destroy turned on, so there's not much else I can do. We just don't want him passing through. Because I have had situations where I've had to chase the little tiny ass thing across the map. And it gets old. That's literally what's happening right now. Okay, well, here we go. We're just gonna slide to the left. Maybe we don't bring our little wolf and our little ships over here to chase them across the map that we can't really keep up with. But these guys are important to be little cannon fodder sometimes. Maybe I can have you just say, get the fuck back over here. And then we're just gonna go in on this guy. Guys, look, he's like, look at how big I am. I can take you on. Don't talk shit. Can I actually hit you with a missile? Almost. We're gonna give it a shot. What? It's trying really hard to track. That's a whiff. And we actually have our ships hitting each other now, so that's lovely. Okay. Actually got a hit on him. So this is terrible. If I could just get a bigger ship on him, that would be fine. If I could get some of my herons on him, that would be fine. If I could get the falcon on him, that'd be fine. There we go. Falcon's attempting to speed in. So we're just going to have to chase him down to the corner. I should have stopped this recording a while ago. This sucks. Okay, it looks like I'm autopiloting now for somebody else. There we go. Alright, well, I'm just going to call this video. I wanted to keep trying to go through here, but if these guys can't take this little shit out because they're out of range. There we go. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Is to have these little carriers boost over here and take them out. Okay, so look, the fleet's defeated. Claim victory. I should have been able to claim victory already. Alright, pick through the wreckage. What do we get? More supplies. Cute. Cute, especially for the dude that almost already died. But we got another level, which is important. Alright. And we have more ultra-rich ore. And we got some organics as well. Organics are fairly nice, but we're going to be swimming in those as soon as we get mining on a planet. So that's this one. And then we had one more area over here. So we're overcapped on resources again. We can do colony 2. All industries supply one more unit of commodities. That's really important. Actually, probably important enough that I'm not so... I'm going to get the 3rd level of damage control next. And what do we have over by the ho-ho-ho blue giant here? Another probe. With probably some more annoying ass defenses. Yep. Bunch of tiny ass shit. Let's try the other strategy here this time. If we don't have a bunch of tiny ships going after this thing, will it get chased off? Now, one of these herons is not, like, fully repaired. So we're going to have to watch your 6 a little bit. But I should be able to take this on as long as you don't get shot down. Because this is a bunch of small shit this time. Like, it's all small. Except for those. Those are a little bigger. And we got a bunch of sensor contacts for a bunch of tiny ships. They're all coming to give me a big ol' hug. Let's just fire on you. So I'm going to take the main tank role here. Gonna drop back to my fire support here. Probably need to flux in just a second. There we go, one down. Need to put my shields back up before I accidentally lose my main gun. Okay, so I'm gonna soak more damage here. Good. So there's the big threats gone. And you guys are being a little more cautious, which I like to see. Got some other tiny ships that are freaking the hell out. You're actually still up and running. Okay. Is that everything? Yes, so maybe not having tiny ships run around is the way to go. And then they're forced to engage. Pick through the wreckage. Even more supplies. Another AI core. So there's all these metals that I just keep leaving in space. And someone's going to be like, who just keeps leaving this trail of metals? I actually really like dual flat cannons. So we'll keep those. I will be storing these later. Alright, so continue. Salvage. We don't have much more here. I do have 530 food, which I guess I can get rid of some of. It's kind of a lot to get rid of. We'll get rid of some of this, though, because we're going to be eating through those supplies as well. Alright. So I think we're done here. After a little bit of excess drama. We do have some repairs we gotta do. We've left a bunch of space junk out here. We're hanging out in the Corona as well, which is never smart. But we've gotten a lot of experience, which is good. We're actually up to a almost level 30. So skill points are going to start to be a premium soon. I do want to get damage control, and I do want to get industrial planning. But I've got to think about some other stuff that I want to do as well. While we're at it, I should probably level up these guys too. Damage control's good. Helmsmanship or gunnery implants. You're a we're gonna do helmsmanship. Although damage control is also good to get level 1. Paris Blotch. I can't wait to get you a better ship. And then we have you. Alright. And you're a melee specialist, so we want impact mitigation. And then you are just kind of flying whatever. So we're gonna do target analysis, 50% damage to weapon and engines. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. So I have 6 officers for now. And I may want to level up to get more. So our supplies are a little bit of a problem. Our fuel's not a little bit of a problem. But let me just go ahead and lay out the plan for the next place here. We have plenty of fuel. There is a neutron star here. There is a black hole here. There is, if we go back to our exploration, there is another derelict mothership over here. So I could potentially do that. And it looks like I might even have the fuel for it. We're starting to get to the point where our colony is growing pretty well, and our growth incentives are not wearing off. I can actually put growth incentives on remotely. That's a first. I didn't even know that. But our farming is good. Because must be in range of the comm to view the global market. We have poor farmland, but we're making up for it, and this is going to get bigger as we grow. This isn't so much to corner the market as it is just to do anything else. I don't think we can add any industry right now because we need to get to growth 4. But that's going to do it for this one. This is a good long one. This is Asher with Starsector. Feel free to tell me if you got any other thoughts in the comments, but we're going to be doing this again soon. And once I get the growth level 4, I might actually pop down a second colony. But we've got some more exploring to do out here in space first, because I want to get this in and try to find some more research station before pirates and other things start knocking on my colony's door. But that'll do it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.